Chapter 2, The Speed of Light. The title of this chapter, I think I want to call it The Speed of Light. The reason for that is because when I was a kid, my dad used to talk about things to me which I found really interesting. He would talk about the fourth dimension, and what he said about that is, if you do something that no one has ever done before, you will pop into the fourth dimension. So me and my 10-year-old self would do things like spin around and jump up and down trying to do something that's never done before. He also said if you travel at the speed of light, you'll turn into energy. And I always pictured a spaceship, a rocket traveling through space, and I'm sitting in this rocket and it hits the speed of light and I turn into a big glowing ball like the sun. That's what I've always pictured energy to be, and that's what I've always pictured the speed of light to be. Now I've come to the realization that all that he says is true, but it's a whole different plane than I've imagined as a kid, and what I've imagined it to be as an adult all the way up until now is time. There's really no such thing as time. Time and distance are together. It's just a way for humans to judge how far we've been. It takes this much time to travel, whether it is to say aging, it takes this much time to get a year older. So if we look at it in a different way and we understand it in a different way, a way that no one else has understood it before, you go into the fourth dimension, you'll find it the fourth dimension, and will travel at the speed of light. No, matter and energy are on the same keyboard, if you want to call it a keyboard. Say you start at the highest note and you hit the keys all the way to the lowest note, and what we understand to be reality is somewhere in the middle. That is the place that everything is, which we can see. It's all in this specific range. There are things too tiny, or things made out of stuff we cannot see or comprehend. There are things that move too slow for us to comprehend, and so we comprehend things within a specific range in a keyboard, a certain octave, and we can create anything. I don't want to actually say this because I've not created everything I wanted to. I mean, I don't know, I'm not living in a marble mansion, but maybe I don't really want that, and it's not that important to me, so that's why I haven't really created that yet. I haven't brought that into existence. I'm just a simple person. I want simple things. I want to live a simple, happy life, just exist without any effort. So I'd rather live in a more modest home than what I can acquire. But then when I think about it, well, effort, no effort. A bird can fly and glide around for hours up in the air without landing. It takes no effort for it to be up there, and to us imagine if we tried to fly. Well, it would take a whole lot of effort and we wouldn't get anywhere. So something is different. I think about it like, I want to live an easy life because that is the one with no effort. But if I brought myself to a plane of consciousness where I could live with all the things I do want, it would be awesome to live in a marble mansion with gold trim on the walls and gold-rimmed crystal goblets in which I could drink the finest of water and have the fanciest cheeses and the freshest of fruit cut and prepared just for me. I could go into my exercise room and it would smell so good, and it would have the best equipment that had the perfect color to make me feel strong and luxurious. I could have the best exercise and the best smoothies, and all I would have to do all day is live in luxury. Yeah, that would be awesome. So how can I get that? How can I manifest that? Energy is malleable. Energy is what forms matter. Matter is frozen energy, and if we look at the cells of our body and the energy just flicks from here to there, and it's so quick. We just think about something and we do it. We touch a pot and it's hot, and our hand jerks away without us even thinking about it. It's all the way from our brain to our hand. Well, it's like a foot or two, 2.5 feet or so, something like that. But there's electrons or something that send those signals to pull our hand away instantaneously. And our thoughts that run around are just as fast. But then things like our hair growth and our skin cells and our bodies are just so slow. We are composed of matter and energy. These blood cells that are circling around our body, they are moving at a certain speed, something measurable. And because we are in it, down here in it, they move pretty quickly. You know, they say the heart pumps so many gallons of blood an hour or a day or whatever. And so, yeah, it works. It moves. We run and we jump and we ride bicycles. And what we do is movement. And we think it's pretty quick. It's no way the speed of light. In fact, it's so far away from the speed of light that it's pretty much frozen. We are just matter. This is what I've got to figure out. How to take that frozen matter, turn it into energy, which I can take and change and manipulate into that mansion and that fresh fruit. Now that's the $1 million question. How can I do that? They say, if you see it, you can picture it. If you believe it, then you can do it. And if that is true, then I can do it. I just gotta figure it out. I know I will. I know I can do it. I'm on the right track. I think I am anyway. I got a Corvette. Yeah, I know. I told you that in the first chapter. I have a husband who loves me. Did I tell you that? I'm the assistant manager at an auto parts store. There are people working there who make half of what I do. That's something. That's something I pulled out of nothing. I've never worked at an auto parts store before. I'm not a mechanic. I was never a manager before. It's taken 3 years, 2.5, but that's nothing in the grand scheme of things. It's like a blink of an eye. A lifetime is a blink of an eye. I can do it. I can get those materialistic things I want. And why do I need them? What else is there? What is life for? Life is for us to live it. Life was given to us as a gift. And when somebody gives you a gift, it's not just the box that it's in. Oh, thank you for the gift. It's beautiful. I'll put it up on a shelf. And keep it forever. No. Open the damn thing up, unwrap that package, tear off that ribbon, and see what you have in there. It's a freaking mansion. That's a freaking mansion. The time the sun comes up in the morning till the time goes down in the evening, everything is set amount of hours. It changes. I wonder, I need to do a little study to see it's exactly the same amount of minutes from the time the sun rises to the time the sun sets. I don't know. I think that's what they say daylight savings time is about. I think that. I don't know. But anyway, there's a certain amount of time that we have each day, and we judge time on days, but we don't have to. Just because something takes more than a day doesn't mean we cannot do it. Just because we only have a certain amount of hours in each day does not mean we don't have enough time currency to do what we need to do. The trick is to do it. The trick is to say, okay, these are the things I need to get done, and however long they take me, but that is how long they take me. But if I don't work on them every moment of every day, then I'm not going to finish. Yeah, I need to take breaks. But I need to get going. I can't just sit there and waste time. Sitting there may not necessarily be wasting time. You need to rest and relax and enjoy the things you worked so hard for, but you need to enjoy them. You can't just sit there and feel miserable. You can't just sit there and watch TV all day and play video games and have your existence and say, oh, I don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like getting up. Will you go to the refrigerator and get me a soda? No, that's not living life, and that's not enjoying it because you're not happy. Some say that to be happy, that's the pinnacle. Oh, you want money? Why do you want money? To be happy. You want a good job? To be happy. But I think it boils down to more than that. It boils down to be content, to be without stress, to be without pain. Without pain. Without physical pain from being on your feet all day at work, the backaches and the headaches caused by the stress of dealing with people and things and bosses, the pain of mental stress of hoping you have enough money to pay your bills, hoping you have enough money to take care of the ones you love who love you and depend on you. That puts a lot of stress on somebody. So you want money, you want the things in life that keep you from having to have that pain. So to be able to live without pain is what it boils down to. And without pain, you will be happy. So all those are at the top, and maybe there is no need to boil it down and pick it apart and find the one top pinnacle apex thing, feeling, thought, or idea, or just no, those are the things you're working for, not money. Who cares about dollars? It's the happiness you get from being stress-free, being pain-free, and living the life that you want to live. That luxurious life, but it takes hard work and dedication, because you can say, oh well, it'd be nice if I could just sit down all day. But it wouldn't. You'd feel bad. I would anyway. I'd feel like I didn't do things which needed to be done. Maybe that's just some kind of stress, some kind of ingrained idea that my parents put on me, or society put on me, or I put on myself. Now it's part of who I am. It could be that's okay because it's part of who I am, and I think I'm a pretty good person. I try to do right. I try to help people the best I can. I try to step back when I could see that I don't have to help all the time. That I would be better if I didn't help in certain situations. Sometimes I don't know which times those are, and I hope I'm doing the right thing. I hope I shouldn't have helped when I step back instead, but it's what it is, and the past is the past, and whatever I did out of the best intentions. Love is a wonderful thing, and it's a great feeling to know you're truly loved. I'm sorry if somebody out there doesn't have love, doesn't feel like they have love, wishes they had love. I wish you love. I wish you peace. I wish you happiness. I will go out to that place deep in space and far, far away, the deepest part of my being, gather up all that energy and send it to you. I give you love. I give you peace. I give you happiness. I give you strength. Strength to do the things that you wish you could do. Strength to have the things that you wish you could have. Strength to know what it is you want. Strength to know what you should do, and strength to do it. I give you this. I send energy to you. I love you. We all love you. Things don't always have to be a competition. You do not have to fight with yourself to get the best time. Push harder, push harder, push harder, ride faster. No, you don't have to. You can enjoy the ride. And if someone doesn't like you because they want to push and go faster and you don't, well, get out of the way and let them pass. They can do life the way they want, and I've nothing to say about them, nothing to say about anybody. Y'all do what you want to do. Y'all live life the way you want to live it. Y'all push yourself as hard as you want to. Push yourself or don't push yourself. Sit on the couch all day and watch TV or don't watch TV. Just sleep or do whatever you do. I don't care. All I care about is myself. Does that sound selfish? It's weird how people put that and how people say that. Why would they? Why is selfishness a bad thing? Yourself is all you have. Love yourself and don't fight it. Those naysayers that say you're being selfish, you can be as selfish as you want. You gotta respect others because we have all got to live on this earth together. You can't just bump into people. You have to take a bath so you don't offend others. If your teeth are nasty, try to keep your mouth shut, you know? I'm not saying you have to have nice teeth and you have to take a bath for me. No, you should take a bath because that is what society says. And I know you may think, oh, you said you don't care about society. Why? Why do you have to be like that? Why do you have to go from one extreme to another? Either you can't talk about society at all, or you have to say the government is totally wrong or totally right. There's no middle ground for so many people. Why? You can disagree with half of what I say, or a tenth of what I say, or the rest, or vice versa, or whatever. I think there's a part of society that you have to deal with. It's right to respect others, but it's also right to love yourself, and to work hard to better yourself and to bring yourself up. You can help others as much as you can, but don't sacrifice your happiness for theirs, because then nobody will be happy. You make them happy by giving something up, and it doesn't really make them happy because they're upset that you had to give something up, unless they're selfish and mean and don't care about anything, and you sacrifice yourself and didn't do anyone any good. So you got to use your sense. You got to think about things. You got to go deep inside and ask yourself, what is the best thing to do? And you are going to go around and smile with those gross teeth. And you're going to go around and smile with those gross teeth because people like it when you smile. And you don't go any farther and think, well, people like it when you smile, but they also like it when you don't show your nasty teeth. So either get your teeth fixed or just act polite and smile with your eyes and close your mouth. I don't know. You say, why do teeth bother you? I don't know. It's just that there's so much opportunity out there for people to have normal teeth. And I can't imagine that they enjoy having teeth like that. I think that they would feel better about themselves, and more than likely they do drugs that mess up their teeth, some kind of meth or something that destroys the enamel and makes their teeth rot and fall out of their heads and turn black. And it's like, don't do drugs if they're going to affect your life, you know? I mean, in a bad way. If you have some kind of stress and anxiety and you need something to help you feel normal, then good. But when it just makes you lethargic or shake and twitch and talk funny and you can't even get what you need to be done just because you're doing the wrong thing. You're just doing the wrong thing. You gotta think and realize that drugs mess with your mind too. And if you do something and you say it's good, this is what I want to do, I want to feel like this all the time, I want to do more, and it just pulls you in, and you say, this is good, and I'm thinking right, and I'm thinking this is good, and I'm going to keep on doing it. But you're down there. You're at that level. You are down there. And when you look up and look down and go deep inside and look out at yourself and try to see you as others see you, try to see you as God sees you, and say, look, I can't even tie my shoe. My face has blisters on it. My house is a mess. It's full of cockroaches, and I'm so skinny. I haven't eaten healthy food in so long. And that is what you got to realize. That is what you have got to look at and say, this is wrong. It feels so right, but it is wrong. And I have to stop. I have to stop. Why? What else is there in life? Why would I care? Who cares if my house is full of bugs? I feel great. But do you really? It's hard. It's very hard. Sometimes you got to do things that that you don't want to do. Sometimes you got to do those things and that are hard because you know deep inside that's the right thing to do, and you can't say otherwise. You got to have a governor before you can have no governor. You got to build your house on a rock, or the storms will wash it away. Now, we're on to our next chapter entitled No Governor. So many times while I'm out doing my thing, I think of something awesome to say, the perfect thing to say for whatever the situation is at the moment, and I think it would be funny, but then I think, oh, it will hurt their feelings or they won't get it, and I don't say it. And the time goes by and those few minutes pass and the window of opportunity slams down on my fingers because my governor is set so strict that I can't do half of the things I could do. I have a bushel basket over my light and I won't let it shine. Sometimes I let it peek out a little, but then I cover it back up. This is not what I need to do. I'm 45 years old, I need to be me, and all those things inside that I hide from everybody need to be shown. Some of them might not be pretty, some of them might be scary. Who knows? I see a field and I just want to run and go roll in the grass, but I don't because that's not what adults do. Why not? Go roll in that grass. You might get stickers or bugs on you, but so what? Go roll in that grass, go climb that tree, jump up and down or whatever your mind tells you to do, but anyone can't do this. I'm not saying that I'm a special person, but I'm not going to beat somebody up or hurt somebody or say something mean and hurtful. No, that's not what I'm talking about. So maybe you gotta have some governor. I know who I am and what I do. This car goes 100 miles an hour. No matter if I hold the gas pedal to the floor, it's only going 100 miles an hour at its max. I know this. I know me because I've worked on being good and I've worked on building up this person who I am for so long that there is no governor when your foot is to the floor and you're going as fast as you can go, and all those bad things that you think you have to keep to yourself from doing are over 100. You couldn't do them anyway, so don't worry about it. If you can, then you need a governor. But me, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm uninstalling it. I'm throwing it in the garbage. And we'll see what happens. Maybe somebody will say, Betty must have had a stroke. She's turned crazy. Betty was always crazy. She just kept it inside. Right now, I'm riding my bicycle and I'm looking down at the ground and it feels so far away. I feel so high up on this bicycle that if I fell, I would just, wow. That would be a far way to fall. I know. That's just a random thought come to my head, and I probably won't put it in the book, but that's a feeling that I'm here. I'm lifting myself up. I know I'm not going to fall. If I did, so what? I'll take it when it happens. Right now, I'm on top of the world. Right now, I'm Betty. I am the Betty. And I can do anything. I'm going to have that marble mansion even if I have to start with one crystal goblet at a time. I'm going to pull it to me. I'm going to move at that speed of light and become energy and become that marble mansion. This is life. And this is how you live it. Listen to yourself. Don't talk bad about yourself. I am somebody special. I am Superman. I am queen of this world. This world named Betty. I could speak Spanish. I can. Only a few words come out so far. It doesn't mean I don't speak Spanish. It don't mean I don't understand Spanish. It just means I haven't bloomed yet. I've got a big Spanish plant growing inside of me, and one day it's going to bloom. What I'm picturing now is one of those nopal cactuses and those yellow flowers that the bees love to roll around on their backs, and those cactus flowers, and it feels so good to them to bathe in them, and they love it. That's what's blooming inside of me. Bees are going to be bathing in my flowers. Not sure what that means, but it's funny to me. All this is meant for you to take and try to use it as a key to unlocking the secrets of life. I know this is not the key. Maybe it's 1 pixel. Maybe it's 100. Maybe it's 1,000. Who knows? But somebody who knows, maybe it will be me, and put it all together one day and get that big picture. Who cares? Who cares what that big picture is? I already know what that big picture is. It's a picture of me. It's one of those kind of pictures that you can zoom in and see everything, and you can see how cells work and how the cones in the eye see color and how the hair follicles grow and all the little factories working, all the little smokestacks and assembly lines and people on their sewing machines, swish, 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 with their 100% signs putting snaps on pinching farther deep down. Are they all Bettys? Are they all Bettys? Sewing clothes, putting snaps on. Are they all Bettys? Picking up those boxes off the assembly line, stacking, packing, shipping them out. Ah, they are. Working hard, keeping everything running right. It's all for me, it's all for them. They are in there working for themselves. They don't realize that they're working for me. That's a quality of a great leader. They do it because they want to. They are doing it for themselves. You can see life in two ways. You can see it beautiful or you can see it not. You can look at the lily pads in the water and say, wow, how beautiful. Or you can look at it and say, wow, look at all those weeds growing up. Look at all that rust on that bridge. Look at all the bugs on that flower. You can, or you cannot even notice it. Either way, you go on past and you can do whatever you want. It's your life. But I think that's the way to happiness, is to see things from both points of view, from all points of view, and understand that it's not for you to judge. It's just here. Let the smells bring you back to a time when you were happy and felt good. If a certain kind of flower reminds you of a time when you were a kid, good. If a certain aroma makes you want to go home and clean your house, good. There are so many influences that we come across every single day, influencing us in ways that we don't even realize. When we see a flower and you think, I should go clean my house, why does that flower make you want to clean your house? Because it's so pure. It smells so good. And you want a pure, clean house that smells so good. You want to be that bee in that flower. How could you get into the mind of that bee? We are all connected in ways that you can't even begin to comprehend. And it's just a feeling that has no words to it. You're at work and all of a sudden this feeling washes over you of peace. Maybe it's me up there sending energy to you. Or maybe it's that squirrel sitting at the bottom of that bird feeder munching on corn, enjoying its life. And those feelings are so strong that it gets to you at work, permeates your body, enters your synapses, and duplicates that feeling inside of you. That's just amazing stuff. You might not believe that stuff happens. It doesn't matter what you believe. If you like food or don't like food, it's such a simple thing. I can't even feel that anymore. I eat anything. I don't care. Why does it matter? Nothing is gross to me. It's all that's so base. I have such high amounts of love inside of me. I can almost overlook those nasty teeth. I'm not perfect. I'm only human. And I know that's an excuse. Maybe one day I won't have to make those excuses anymore. Maybe one day I'll say, I am God. But now I think saying I'm God is a little weird. Delusions of grandeur. Delusional. But I'm at the edge where one day I may not feel like it's delusions of grandeur anymore. Maybe one day I may not feel like I'm there. I go again saying things to make you think that I'm a human. Let me try it again. I am a God. I am a master of my own destiny. I am not only human. There's nothing about me that is mediocre. There's nothing about me that is lukewarm. I am fire. I am energy. I am a God. I am the master of my own destiny. I am Betty. I have sight of it. Little peaks of that world that's so great. One day I'll enter that, and that bushel basket will totally disappear, burn up. That light will burn so bright that fire will escape its shroud, and that ball of energy will be 100% out and free and able to do great and wonderful things, to create things and heal the sick, like it or not. I am a ball of energy. I am the master of my own destiny. I am not only human. I am not lukewarm. I am fire. I am Betty. Betty heals the sick. Betty gives people happiness. Betty gives people the feeling of love. Betty puts hope back into the hearts of those who've lost it. Betty is for real. Betty is love. Betty is life. The end. I hope that made some kind of sense to you. It did to me when I wrote it. It was fun. Thank you for listening. I hope it helped you in some way.